Today I'm going to show you how to reflect a figure across an axis when the figure is actually in two quadrants. So here we have rectangle ABCD, and I have the coordinates of the vertices. So vertex A is at 2 comma -1, so across 2, down 1. Point B, vertex B, is at 2, 4. Point C is at 6, 4. And point D is at 6, -1. So what we're going to do again is we are going to just focus on one point at a time as we reflect. So I want to reflect across the x-axis. Okay, and remember this is the x and this is the y. So you see that it might be kind of a problem because we're overlapping the x-axis. So again, look at point A, okay? So do you see point A is 2 units away from the origin, 2 units to the right, and we're going to keep those 2 units to the right, but because we are flipping it over the x, point A is 2 units to the right and 1 unit down. When we flip it, it's going to be 2 units to the right and 1 unit up. So this is going to be point A prime, and the coordinates are 2, 1 instead of 2, -1. Now let's go to point B. Okay, so point B is also 2 units to the right, but it's 4 up from the x-axis. So now we're going to go for B prime. Instead of 4 units up from the x-axis, we're going to go 4 units down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is going to be point B prime. And you see that the coordinates are 2, -4. So again, we see that when you reflect over the x-axis, the x-coordinate stays the same, the absolute value of the y-coordinate stays the same, but the sign changes. Okay, and now let's look at point C. Point C is at 6, 4. So if we think about it as the coordinates changing signs, the x-coordinate is still going to be 6, and the y-coordinate is going to be -4. So we're going to go across to 6, and then down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to be point C prime, which is 6, -4. And so if we keep that up, point D prime should be the same x, which is 6, and instead of -1, it should be +1. So we're going to go across 6, and instead of going down 1 like we did for point D, we're going to go up 1 for point D prime, and that is going to be 6, +1. And so now you see when we connect our points, there's going to actually be an overlap. Okay, so take a look at it, kind of look at it. Remember, if you want to avoid confusion, we just have to focus on reflecting one point at a time.